there's no situation, there's no amount of money, there's nothing that would cause me to compromise, my standards or integrity or any of those things. I think that makes people feel safe, and provides a level of trust. Uh, and then, I think there's a whole bunch of other things like, walking the talk, right? That's what I've always do. And people can trust that. They just respect that. It's, they'll, do as I say, not as I do thing. This doesn't fly.
Yeah.
And then there's also, having a big enough, being able to inspire the opportunities and inspire the greatness in other people, I think is important. And then having a business, like whatever business you're bringing them into, having a business that they can see a future in, that they can see that there's going to be opportunities, which means, you have to be, you and your business have to be growing to be able to do that, because talented people want and need that. And
Yeah.
if you aren't doing that or providing that, talented people will go find it somewhere else.
This episode is sponsored by Follow Up Boss. And I know you, Justin, and Lindsay both know that I made the switch about a year ago to Follow Up Boss, from being in one CRM for the last 13 years.
I read a stat the other day that 32 of the top 50 teams in the United States use Follow Boss already. So, I guess the proof's in the pudding there.
So whether you have a super team like George or a mini team like me, Follow Up Boss makes it super easy for teams of all sizes to get organized, stay on top of their leads and spheres with less effort, and improve overall performance so you can scale your business.
And thanks to FUB, all of our listeners can double their free trial and get a full 30 days to see how Follow Up Boss can level up your business. And there's no contract necessary, no credit cards required, completely free to give it a go. So visit followupboss.com/inspection period for more details. And thanks, Follow Up Boss, for making this possible.
Everything I wrote down, you went through and explained. So I was going to say, luck maybe, but I get the sense that you're this guy that can bring the best out in somebody through consistency, inspiration, inspecting what you expect, and really they know how to win with you, right? And that's where I find too, a lot of early in leadership, you don't know really exactly what you want from somebody. You think you do, but you're really probably not very good at articulating it or consistently articulating it. And you strike me as a guy that's always been really good at that aspect of it. They know how to win with Chris.
Yeah. And that is a key point. I'm glad you brought that up, because in fact, many times when I've been hiring someone, I'll actually just say, hey, here's how you win with me and here's how you lose with me. And conversely, how do I win with you and how do I lose with you? There's one of the things that I've also done that you just made me think of is I've always, if someone works for me, they're gonna get stretched. They're gonna get pushed beyond their comfort zone, and usually because I can see the potential, or I know there's more that they can do than they think they can do. And at first, that's uncomfortable, and and some people don't like that. But it also builds confidence. As they do that, and as they have successes, they become something more than they've known themselves to be, and that I was just I have a friend now who used to work for me, and years ago when I first met him, maybe I think the first day I met him, I was speaking to a group of people that he managed. I was just sharing some things and the expectations, everything else, and made some suggestions. And he came up to me and said, Chris, if they do this, that's, that they're going to really, it's going to be a problem, and I looked at him, I said, fix it. And walked away. Okay, if it's going to be a challenge or problem, fix it, right? Fix it. And to this day, he reminds me of that. And that was I think for him, a moment where he really it changed his perspective on things, and he really stepped into, the next level of where he was at.
And as a reminder, inspection period listeners get a full 30-day trial of Bub. No contract, no credit card required. Just go to followupboss.com/inspection period for more details.